What's up, guys? It's Cabin here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about the Apex Legends Battle Pass and what I really think and what it, you know, is it worth it? Is it good? Is it hard? Is it easy? All those kind of questions, right? And I've talked about it before in other videos and really talked to a lot with friends and other people that, that I game with. And overall, I think the Apex Legends Battle Pass really isn't that bad compared to what it used to be. A lot of people may or may not remember, but in season one, it was different. Cosmetics and all that stuff was relatively the same, but the overall experience, how did you get those points? Well, you had to play, you had to, really skill based. It was based upon XP, if I remember correctly. Now it's all based upon challenges, and I know they do it differently. Fortnite, I know, does challenges and XP, so it's kind of a mixture. This one's really strictly on challenges. Call of Duty is mainly just skill based, and just they're all different in a sense, right? What has the best stuff? What is more enjoyable? All that kind of stuff, right? So for those who play a lot of Apex, I'm a big Apex fan. I like it. I've liked it since season one. But I feel like it needed more. And over the years, it has added more. It had a lot more legends, added a lot more weapons, different maps, all that kind of stuff, right? And I really like the direction it has gone over the years. So for the season pass this year, or this season, again, over the past few seasons, they do it by weeks. And every week, obviously, and I probably don't need to describe it, but they have all these different challenges, and you have to go through and complete them. Some are harder than others, depending on what skill type you play, all that kind of stuff, right? But for the most part, I feel like it's relatively easy. And the challenges release week after week. Fair enough, right? But it's not skill-based anymore. So you could be the best Apex player in the world, and it really doesn't mean that you're going to get through it faster than the guy who is terrible at the game. The guy who's terrible at the game can just breeze through all the challenges, not worry about anything else. They could just be terrible at the game and get through it faster than someone who's really good at the game. Now, there are some skill aspects to it, as far as getting kills, all that kind of stuff, but there's other things where you just have to play as characters. And I feel like that aspect of Apex Battle Pass really makes it easy for the average player, right? I get it. There's a lot. Everyone wants to be a pro player. Everyone wants to be the best. But at the end of the day, you only have, there's probably maybe 10% of gamers that are actually really good. The rest of us play on a big TV, don't have monitors, don't have all that kind of fancy video game stuff. Just want to play casual and just enjoy it, right? And that's how it should be. And I feel like for this Battle Pass, it's relatively easy for that type of gamer. Something like Call of Duty, you have to be good at the game. You have to like it. You have to ignore all the sweaty tryhards and all that kind of stuff. And in this game, yeah, I mean, if you play ranked play, you're going to meet those guys. But at the end of the day, it's still relatively easy, and I like the way it goes. Now, as far as the content, is it worth it, right? Is the content worth it? Is how fast you go through it, progress, right? So, yes, they kind of cap you off week by week, but it's still doable over time, right? It doesn't keep you bored. You have to log in, right? They keep you wanting to play. So, to me, that is a good aspect of, hey, I got to come in and I got to play this week's stuff. It's fair, right? I mean, and then if you skip a few weeks, you got work, you got other things going on, cool, you don't have to worry about it. And that's perfectly fine, that happens. But let's go into what is actually in the Game Pass or Battle Pass, and then really, is the content worth it? So you buy it, obviously you get all your free stuff at the top, coins, all that kind of stuff. So the skins, relatively cool. You got some cool skydive emotes. You get a legendary Apex pack. Looks like a bunch of skins, XP. More skins and banners. There's a gold skin. So that one's pretty cool. That looks like kind of like a draft punk kind of looking dude. It looks pretty cool. I like it. A party. More skins. More skins and banners. And that's another gold skin. That one's not too bad either. I mean, it's alright. I don't know if I'd use it, but it's alright. Skins, none of that stuff I would use. Again, the money's always nice. The money's always nice. Nothing I see. And see, this is what I talk about, right? It's like this skin. That skin is actually really cool, but like you have to get to 100 to complete it. And the badge, you know, the badge is something like, hey, I grinded for it. I did something right. That's cool. But is all of this content worth it for $9.50? Now I get it. I mean, if you're going to play this quite a bit, it makes sense, right? But like the skins, I mean, I'm going to say they're all right looking. I mean, there's nothing that's like, wow, you know, look at me. And I think this is something that I've talked about quite a bit with a lot of different people is, you know, skins within the games, especially so Apex, it has no effect as far as hitboxes, all that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously you play as Gibby or any of the bigger characters, yeah, you're gonna have a bigger hitbox, but as far as the skins and how they look, it really doesn't affect it too much. Not like a game, for instance, like Call of Duty, where you basically get cheated with, you know, guns and stuff. Apex is strictly skins, and that there's nothing wrong with that. And I think they kind of meet in the middle between Call of Duty Apex or Call of Duty Apex and then Fortnite. I mean, it's not terrible, but I also don't think it's the best battle pass overall. I like it better than Call of Duty. I will admit that is my personal preference. I've done this one multiple times. I've done Call of Duty probably more just because I used to play it a lot more, and I go back and forth between both games. But at the end of the day, I feel like where Apex was and then where it is now, it's made it a little bit easier for that casual gamer, for that average person. And I really think that's where we need to go with, you know, the gaming community is the average person. You know, at the end of the day, those hardcore gamers, they're going to go through these battle passes and get them done quickly. And then they're going to produce content, and then they're going to be like, hey, look at me. And it's true. I mean, that's how it is. That's how the world is right now, and that's perfectly fine. But for that casual person, is it worth it? And I think for being the cheapest, it's really not that bad. The game overall is pretty cool. You get some cool cosmetics out of it. I wouldn't say they're probably better than a game like Fortnite, who has the best skins probably in the game as of right now, in my personal opinion. Gameplay is, you know, again, it's a preference. Do you like to play against a bunch of sweaty people in Call of Duty? Do you like to play against, you know, more skill-based game type in Apex, or do you want to play some guy who can build over you? I mean, there's different aspects. They all have different features and different functions. But Apex overall, I think, isn't too bad. I would say it's probably in the middle of all the battle passes I've done. Again, I think it's reasonable. Again, cheapest one out of all the ones I've seen so far. Skins are okay. They're not terrible, but you get your money's worth at the end. I mean, you get it all back if you complete it and way more. So I don't see why not. And then you get all the crafting points to unlock whoever you want, or, you know, different skins. So you kind of get what you want. You get to pick what you want to use, and you also get what they give you. Whereas some games, they just give you what you get, and you just can't throw a fit. You know, and I think that's what I like the most about the Apex, is it kind of gives you that leeway of like, hey, here's some points, spend it how you may. Yeah, our content that we give you is exclusive to this battle pass, just like any other battle pass. But it also says, hey, you know, like if you spend the money and you grind and you earn it, you can also earn other things within the game. And I think that's one of the best features about this game. I do like Apex. I've played it quite a bit. I've been plat a few times. I think I've even been diamond once or twice. Again, it takes a long time to do that kind of stuff, but it's all there, man. We can always do it. But at the end of the day, that's how I feel. Again, I've talked to more people, and I think this is how a lot of the gaming community feels as well. But again, hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully it makes sense and points you in the right direction, right? I want to point it for those who are really genuinely looking like, hey, I want to spend some money on this game, but is it worth it? And at the end of the day, I feel like that's where I'm trying to go is, is this stuff worth it? Is it worth it for the average person? And that's what I want to get at. So hopefully you guys like it. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Check out the Twitch if you guys can. Again, appreciate it. Lots and lots. Hope you guys enjoy. Del Cabin out. Peace!